Hello, I'm Kenny Smith, the Student Media Advisor in the Journalism and Mass Communication Department at Sanford University. I work with students every day on great projects like the Samford Crimson, which is our student-produced campus newspaper, the Sanford News Network, our literary arts magazine, a magazine that we publish twice a year from the students' work called The Local, and of course the campus yearbook as well. This video hopes to explain an answer to a question that we get an awful lot from high school journalism teachers, but also high school student journalists. And the question is, if I take my good work that I've been doing on campus for my campus publications and I want to put it online, what's the best tool? What are the best methods I can use to put this in a place where it can be seen not just in the print version, but in the digital enterprise as well? Hopefully this video will answer that question about WordPress in just a moment. But first, I'd like to introduce you to Samford. Located in beautiful and historic Birmingham, Alabama, Samford University has 5,200 students hailing from 46 states and 32 countries. In the last 3 years, Samford has been ranked as the 3rd and 4th best university in the South, according to the U.S. News & World Report. Our student-to-faculty ratio is 12:1, and in almost every class you have great opportunities for your professors to get to know you. College Factual calls our JMC program the top journalism program in the state of Alabama, a top 50 best value in journalism education in the U.S., and one of the top 15 programs in the South. In journalism and mass comm, our students focus on print and online journalism, broadcast media, public relations, and advertising. Ours is a diverse, exciting program, and it gets results. Our graduates win Emmys. They go on to work at places like ESPN, the Washington Post, television stations here in Birmingham, Louisiana, and Houston. They are editors, book publishers, and reporters. Our grads are actors, filmmakers, and photographers. They are designers, advertising executives, and media buyers. JMC alumni are government staffers, lawyers, and marketing strategists. They work in traditional shops and the most cutting-edge media companies you can imagine. And they work in cool places like Atlanta, Nashville, Washington, D.C., New York City, and more. We are very proud of the work our graduates have done and continue to do. We're equally proud when we have them on campus as students, and one of the tools that our students find themselves using a fair amount is a content management system that allows them to upload their work on newspaper and magazine sites and often to their personal portfolios. For all of this, we like to suggest WordPress. One of the important reasons we like WordPress is because of its widespread popularity. If you look at the surveys of content management systems across the web, most of that data says about 58–59% of websites with content management systems are using WordPress these days. If you look specifically at newspaper sites, WordPress is the second most popular content management system in use in the United States, according to a very recent survey. The most popular is something called Blocks, which is proprietary, also very easy to use, but you're going to pay for that. WordPress is easy to manipulate after you get it installed. There is a little bit of database work to start with on the front. If you're not familiar with that, find a friend. But if you don't know anyone that has experience with that, there are great instructions. It doesn't take very long at all to get it put into place. And when it is up and running for you, the commands and the structure of things become very intuitive pretty quickly for most users, and it's push-button simple. Another reason we like WordPress is because of how it is used amongst our media friends. The top 5 papers in the United States in terms of circulation using WordPress include the New York Post, the Seattle Times, the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette, the Chicago Sun-Times, and the Albuquerque Journal. Other publications are using this as well, and if you look at things like the New York Times, the USA Today, and the Wall Street Journal, a lot of their content that is specifically for an online-only audience is using WordPress as a content management system. If you come to Samford, the Samford Crimson uses WordPress, and we use it in an awful lot of personal portfolio and class projects as well. The long and short of it is, WordPress gets you, with that experience, into some good company. So when you go out to the next place in your journey, if you're at a college, if you're in a newsroom, a public relations shop, those sorts of programs will be using WordPress or something very similar that you can prove your adaptability with. The other thing about WordPress that's very valuable is that thing that you hear from English teachers an awful lot. Consider your audience. That's great advice from an English teacher. It's great for speech teachers, and it's great in journalism and storytelling in general as well. So we're always reminding ourselves to consider our audience. And in this way, WordPress is very useful because our audience wants more than just text. And with WordPress, there are plugins that gives us the opportunity to share great things like slideshow photo galleries. We can include polls for our readers. It gives us very strong options for commenting and policing comments. Backing up is a very easy thing with WordPress plugins. There's also widgets for things like calendars. There's opportunities to pull in your video from other sites, and of course embedding your social media publications as well. There is a lot of opportunity and strength in WordPress. We encourage you to use that. If you're looking to make the jump online, if you're looking to upgrade what you've got online, I would suggest WordPress. It's free, it doesn't take long to install, it's very easy to use once you get it on board, and it's going to take you a long way, we think, in terms of sharing your great work with your audience. I'm Kenny Smith in the Journalism and Mass Communication Department at Sanford University. Thanks for watching.